Hello, today we are going to talk about the 5 best practices for effective communication between project team members. The first practice that we are going to talk about is to meet regularly. And to meet regularly means not only in person, but as well on the phone or by email, because you need to be able to talk about the things that you're going to put into your curriculum. Okay, and the next practice that we're going to talk about is that everybody should have a part in the project. There shouldn't be just one person that has all the parts. The third practice is going to be to have clear and concise expectations. So in emails, you should be clear on what you're trying to get your point across to. You shouldn't be vague. You shouldn't be going on and on about something that doesn't really matter about the project. So to be clear and concise in emails with expectations. Another way to have effective communication between project members is to have respect for each other. You may not like each other, but you definitely need to have respect for everybody in the group, respect their ideas, respect their opinions. Okay, so our last practice is to give constructive feedback. Now, giving constructive feedback is very particular. So we want to take into consideration our last 2 practices, so being concise and clear, as well as being respectful. So we don't want to bash our team members on things that you don't agree with or that you think that the project can go without. You want to kind of do an Oreo with your information. So the beginning is going to be a positive feedback about their part or their opinion, and then you're going to start off with the negative part. So what you don't like about whatever they contributed. Okay, so then once you're done with the negative part, you can go back into a positive. Okay, so our next topic that we're going to talk about today is the difficulties of communication in higher education. And there are 3 that we're going to talk about. The first one that we're going to talk about is diversity. Diversity is anything that makes you different. So it can be your ethical or ethnic background. It can be your cultural background. It can even be just the color of your skin that can make you different from your professor and your other peers. So those aspects can cause a difficulty in communication because that person that you're talking to may not feel comfortable around you, or it may not be as easy as talking to their friend because they haven't talked to you before. So diversity can be a big factor when coming to communication in higher education. Another difficulty is the social media aspect, and that has become a real distraction as of late because of Instagram, of Facebook, Twitter. Everybody is so distracted by what's on there, what they can do with. Empathy is a difficulty for many people, even within groups or within friends or within families. Empathy is whether you feel for a person if they're having a bad day, right? So the last thing that we're going to talk about today is 2 ways to de-escalate a situation that happens within your group. So the first one that we're going to talk about is to delay the issue and make sure that you make an appointment with that person or make a time to meet up with that person at least a day or two after the situation occurs. The last way to de-escalate a situation that goes wrong is to be empathetic towards that person. So make sure that you let them know that you understand what their issue is.